What's up, guys? Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1,
and we're back at it to answer your questions in another episode of For the Greater.
There was a pause. I didn't know what happened. I thought something exploded.
I didn't know you were ready or not. So
I was.
He's always ready.
This is a video series where we answer the question left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, just comment down below. Put question in front of your question because we get to those first. That is what Bishop did, and he asks, do you believe that the Void Dragon is the dragon of Mars? Would be interesting. So let's explain who is the dragon of... who is the dragon of Mars first?
So basically, there is a story about the Emperor back in the 11th or 12th century. It's a little hazy. Who he was wearing basically knightly armor, but golden, and he fought a legit dragon. Now, he couldn't kill this dragon, but he incapacitated to the point where the Emperor won. He was victorious. He stabbed the dragon. He's like, victory is mine. And sometime between the 11th and 12th century to the 31st millennium, it was taken up to Mars and imprisoned under the surface. Now, if you know about Mars, Mars is currently the strength, or the
Adeptus Mechanicus.
The Adeptus Mechanicus stronghold. That's what I was going to say. So now they've built a whole bunch of machines and all this stuff around Mars. So there's a big theory out there that this dragon is actually the Catan known as the Void Dragon. So, and that's where all of their mechanical geniuses and inspirations and basically technology came from, this Void Dragon.
Are the chances that this is true? Yes. And what that means for humanity is that humanity was attacked by the Catan long before humanity was what humanity is, and the Emperor, of course, being the Emperor, saved us.
Mm-hmm.
And now technology, again, it comes from Xenos being the
Void Dragon.
Or
the dragon.
Yeah, or the Catan or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The Imperium is saying, like, yeah, we discovered this. No, you just borrowed technology from the Necrons.
Mm-hmm.
Hope you guys enjoyed that theory.
Yeah. I personally want it to be cool because it ties in Necrons to humanity and how humanity is using the machine spirit as like a pseudo-god to actually use the actual Void Dragon's power to help him.
Yes.
What did I say? The world may never know.
No, but it's cool because like you're doing the whole, you're saying that in human history they had connections with something that's a threat later on, right. Much like the Loch Ness Monster is considered one of the Tyranids from like a previous Hive Fleet. Mm-hmm. So we encountered them right now, and in the future we encounter them again, and they're a bigger threat. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Cute Wood 83 says,
Cute Wood? Hey.
Is there a world, planet, or an organization governed as a democracy in 40K? And keep up the good work. It depends on what you think of a democracy. Because if you live in the U.S., it's an oligarchy, right? So I'm pretty sure there's a lot of planetary governments in Warhammer 40K that that work that way. So the rich power plant owners or the manufactorum owners are the ones who dictate the political issues. So they control the economy, the military, and the what's the other one? So it's money, power, prestige, religion. So all of them are working together in your planet to influence democratically elected officials. You'll find that in Ultramar. A specific planet, I'm not too sure.
Yeah, but the Ultramar region has that in place.
Mm-hmm.
Maladin Lonut. Can the Golden Throne be modified to sacrifice more than 1,000 Psychers so that the Emperor can become stronger? Love your content. Thanks. And right now, nobody wants to even touch the Golden Throne. It's such a holy relic, you're not even allowed, near there. Only the custodians are there. So is there even a way to do this? We may never know, because obviously you can't, mess with it. So.
Yeah, yep. Dragon Punch 903. Will Gersh ever make it through a FTGW without yawning? The world may never know. You're right. I yawned earlier, so
no.
In this video. So no.
On to the next.
Drunk Guardsman. Can an Imperial Guardsman if involved, or can a young Imperial Guardsman, if involved or did something of worth of a Space Marine attention, could said Guardsman be recruited by the Space Marines chapter? Because I know Space Marines can recruit the strong individual from the Underhive gangs and such. So why not a Guardsman? Yes, they can.
Mm-hmm.
Some chapters specifically go after Imperial Guardsmen who go through the Schola Progenium. So yes.
Yeah, definitely a possibility. But oftentimes you kind of want to leave the good generals and whatnot in the Imperial Guard, since they have such a vast amount of resource and manpower that you want to have that being led in the right direction.
Next question.
Godzilla Master. Because the one's
Caps.
Yeah. Could Skaven be a 40k race? Would roll in the monies for GW?
No, I don't think they would roll in monies as much as people think. If you threw in another Xenos race, it would have to be super badass, like the Men of Iron. But yeah, I don't think that rats in space would be that cool. The thing that comes to mind is biker mice from Mars.
Yeah.
And they didn't do so good. That show's not on anymore. It wasn't even that big back then. Really, it's just kind of like...
It was big in your heart, because you still remember them.
Yeah, but I bet you don't even know what biker mice from Mars are. I don't even understand. Like, it would look really weird for Skaven to be in Warhammer 40k. Like giant rats. Models would look cool.
I feel like if anything, they'd probably be like a subcategory for the Dark Eldar, kind of like grotesques and the what's that thing? The ugliest creature. You did a video on them. Urguls.
Yeah.
Sounds like Urkel. Did I do that?
You did.
Oh.
Buzzsaw Bozer. Have the Tyranids ever been influenced by Chaos? They seem to have a lot of mutations. No, they weren't influenced by Chaos, but they can be influenced by Chaos. So you have Nurgle infecting a Tyranid Hive Fleet. You have Khorne. You have all the gods influencing Tyranid Hive Fleets. But the main Hive Fleet, Tendril, the main Hive Fleet will try to destroy that Tendril because it sees it as like a cancerous growth within the entire organism.
So there has been Tyranid on Tyranid action because of that.
Yeah.
Mr. Boom Laser. Would the universe explode into a warp storm if Gersh sat on the right and Sound Alchemist sat on the left instead of their normal? Thanks.
One day we will do it, and if you all die...
Then you won't know.
Yeah, so because you won't watch the video, so it doesn't matter. Next question comes from All Might. Where the hood at?
If you go that way, and you see like two, we call them city slickers, but really they're just really well-dressed strippers. It's right there.
Next question.
This one's by DSan805. Could the Emperor, back in the day, heat up a burrito to such a hot temperature that even he couldn't eat it?
You're doing that whole, if God is all-powerful, then can he create a rock that can't be moved? Or paradox? I forget what it's called.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, yeah.
And what I'm trying to tell you is the Emperor would smash that burrito regardless of how hot it is. Yeah. Next question. Unless you have a better answer.
Yes.
Next question comes from Imperator Crispco. What do warp engines use as fuel?
The blood of the innocent. Isn't it like warp energies?
It's like a specific fuel, and we're gonna get to it when we talk about warp travel. We'll get to it soon in a 40 Facts, because I'm not too knowledgeable just yet. What about psychic servitors? The warp, psychic power.
Yeah.
What about black holes? Mass. The ancient and lost technologies of magnets. Electromagneticism. Those are the fuel sources for those things. Next question.
Speaking of fuel sources, Josie Ferry asks, could we see the rest of your room?
No. Aaron Yesterberg. Got a couple questions. Can you just answer one if you need to? You know what? Just because you asked, we'll answer both of them.
Ooh.
You only did two. How screwed would the galaxy be if all three known hive fleets managed to combine their genetic memories / storage? Super effed in the A.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually happening because they believe that these hive fleets are just the reconnaissance.
Yeah, like the scouts of the main Tyranid force.
And they all feed to this main Tyranid force.
Aren't they all kind of converging in on Armageddon too?
I thought it was Terra.
Was it Terra?
I thought they were like being drawn to Terra.
By the Astronomicon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much do you think the permanent peace assistance treaty between the Eldar and the Imperium would change the galaxy?
Well, I mean, it changed enough for them to revive a Primark, so that's big news. That's a big deal.
Yeah, if the Imperium somehow was able to get access to the Black Library, understand Chaos, understand Warp a little better, you'll basically have what the Eldar had during their Golden Age.
Definitely, yep.
Which would be awesome for the Imperium, but because the Imperium is so xenophobic and there's so much corruption going on, that they'd probably like mess it up. Like they'd be like the kids with the atomic weapon, and then you try to get in a fight with Korea.
And then just imagine the Imperium with warp travel. Like that would be a huge thing. Because right now they're kind of spread out, so it takes time. But with warp travel, they could be there instantaneously, so that's a huge buff.
Yes, webway.
There you go. Did I say webway?
No, you said warp travel.
Oh.
They have warp travel, but the webway.
I
meant webway.
I meant webway.
Next question comes from Max Bilski. All original Space Marine Primarchs and chapters have specific styles. For example, Thousand Sons are Egyptians. What do you think about the styles of two Lost Primarchs and chapters? I saw a DeviantArt and Pinterest nice samurai style for one of them. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Can you think of any awesome style?
You've got like Aztec, Mayan kind of feel going on.
That would be really dope.
That jungle love.
That jungle, yeah.
The jungle fever. I'm trying to think what else. Because you have the Roman, the gladiators. You've got Spartans with the Minotaurs.
The Norse with the Space Wolves.
Space Wolves.
The Nordic, I should say. I guess you kind of have Aztec with
Blood Jaguars.
Yeah, the Blood Jaguars. And then you have the Chinese with the White Scars.
Yep.
No, not Chinese. Mongols.
Mongolia. Yeah, Mongolia, all that.
What would be super dope is the Indian, which I think they were called Mongols too, but they had like Persian Empire with like the giant elephants.
Oh yeah.
So if like the Lost Primarchs had giant squigots or something of that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what I could think of. Next question or last question.
This one is by K. Pretty simple name. Who was considered the weakest Primarch? Were any of them considered cowardly as far as Primarch goes? Lorgar.
Ironically, he's like the mastermind behind all that
Yeah.
craziness.
But he is the weakest Primarch, or he was back in 30K. Everybody made fun of him, kind of pushed him around. And yeah, he was also one of the shorter Primarchs, besides like Omegon and Alfarius. But yeah.
And those were the questions for this week. Thank you so much for sending those questions our way. If you have more questions, comment down below.
That's right. If we didn't get to them today, we will surely get to yours in the coming days if you keep on sending us your question.
And remember, we have some giveaways going on for our subscriber appreciation giveaways. The link is going to be in the end of this video for those videos, and you can click on them, comment, and get or increase your chances to win, because we know that the Greater WoW viewers are our OG viewers. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So you could win some epicness. Just keep on watching. And yeah, that's all we've got. I'm the Sound Alchemist.
Gersh1.
We are One Mind Syndicate, and we are out of here.